AM 560. The Answer.
Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Babe.
Boy, he had a cute daughter. Now it pretends to be a guy in a Subaru in Oak Park.
As leaders on the front lines of these challenging times, your experiences and, more important, your leadership carry tremendous weight.
Syphilis, stage 4. He's hanging on. Aren't you, rapist?
Just as you try to get America on a path of constructive affordability for ordinary citizens.
Oh, boy.
As our new mayor, Mondami, has done in New York City.
That traitor, that rapist, pig, intern molester. Where's the money from Haiti, scumbag? How many times was Epstein in the White House?
Respect to the former president, he did not show up today. One reason I think most Americans want President Clinton to answer some questions is because he visited the White House. Jeffrey Epstein visited the White House 17 times.
Not one question on any of these communist news outlets that get half of their money from the government policies. Scam artist scum that you are. Mark, Porter, Indiana.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good.
I was going to say, don't mock the Subaru. I'm 6'6" or 320 pounds. That's one of the few cars I fit in.
Do you want to know something? You know, it's one of the safest cars on the road. I don't really mock the Subaru as much as I mock the 99% purchaser of the Subaru. Very safe car. So when my kids were going to start driving, I says, come on, we'll get the Subaru. Not a chance.
Well,
they said, not a chance, Dad. Not a chance. They're going to think we're from Oak Park and that we're communists. Go ahead.
Nobody thinks I'm from Oak Park, trust me.
Well, 6'6", I got news for you. You're confusing a lot of Chicagoans stuffed into that car. But good luck. And remember, it's a safe car, so I'm glad you got the leg room, Mark. You take care of yourself. And by the way, Mark, come on now. I know you're big, but how much did you say you weigh?
320, 330.
All right. Now start going to salads or people are going to think you are from Oak Park and you're a woman.
Yeah,
Take care. Good luck. Thank you.
I got
a lawyer. I got a lawyer that'll make him look small. I do, and he's not 6'6". Rich, Indian Head Park.
Hey, Shaun, how you doing today?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Shaun, these Epstein files, they've been talking about these things forever. Why don't they just release all of the files? And they keep saying that they're protecting the victims, and they're
well, there's a couple
they're
things.
retracting a lot of stuff.
Do you know why they're not charging anybody? Because it appears that he himself was entertaining the girls and all the rest of it. Here's another little hiccup to their giddy-up. Although young, above 18, although young, at least 90% are above 18 or 95% are above 18. So now you've got above 18-year-old girls getting paid for the rub and tug. So
exactly.
are they victims or are they entrepreneurs?
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is the whole point I'm trying to make. Maybe they're not victims. And look at what they did to Prince Andrews. They exposed him. What? They didn't care about him because he's from another country.
No.
Let's get rid of these things.
I believe what they exposed is that he was officially. What they exposed is that he was officially in the Don Lemon position. That's what they exposed. But, yeah. You know, what are you going to do? Did you take a look at that Englishman? Bad teeth? Of course he had to pay. He's the reason lap dances are $40, Rich. If everybody looked like me and you, they'd be a fin. Thank you very much. You know what I mean? Bad career choices. Don't worry, girls. Ladies, you could end up in Glencoe in a G-Wagon. Just tell everybody you went to college. Terry, Chirac.
Hey, Shaun, you had a woman guest on Friday, the last hour, talking about the pro-life issue?
Yes, I did.
When I was at DePaul, I met some people that were abortion on demand, and I said to them, even though you bite your tongue, you don't pull out your teeth. I also said, each one of you bears witness with your belly button that someone didn't abort you. And then I said, if you spell live backwards, you have evil. So they just was doing, my body, my right.
Terry, I personally like it because when somebody tells me that they're willing to kill their own kid, now I know I can never trust them or believe a word that comes out of their mouth. When you're willing to kill your own kid, you want to talk about Keynesianism or nuanced finance with me? You want to talk about the currency swaps? You're a scumbag. Thank you very much, Terry. At least you could identify yourselves, which is the beauty of today. I mean, in a way, let's be grateful. It's undeniable. All of the accusations we made, about the election theft, about the money being stolen. It's all here. It's out in the open. Now let's start doing some audits. And you could see where the Democrat areas are. They don't want to do the audits.
Wayne Dolcefino, I'm president of Dolcefino Media, but I'm here representing myself as a result of a number of investigations we did into the Toll Road Authority. I've heard the word surplus used a lot today, and with all due respect to my fellow panelists, I call it a slush fund, okay? It's not a surplus, right? And Senator Nichols, I go back, like you, a long way, and I will tell you that if you ask 9 out of 10 people who voted for that toll road deal back then, they thought that we'd pay off the darn roads and then they would be free. And if you had a vote today, there would be none of this nonsense, okay?
See, I play that clip because right now, that what that man's objecting to, they don't want to do an audit. And if you think that's bad, what do you think Illinois stand? What do you think the Illinois stand audit would look like with these Democrat thieves that have been running this state for, 70 years, 80 years, outside of a respite of a couple of Republicans, and they were too busy combing their hair?
Failures. Governor, don't you keep track of how many people are on your Medicaid rolls, how many people who are illegal immigrants in the state of Illinois who are getting actually benefits in your state? Doesn't your government keep track of that?
They don't get Medicaid in Illinois or any state as far as I know.
Governor Pritzker, you do not keep track of any public service dollars in the state of Illinois that goes to illegal immigrants or goes to people in your state who are not legal residents of the United States and of the state of Illinois. You don't keep track of that.
We absolutely keep track of our budget. We're very closely, and in fact, it's been balanced for 7 years in a row, unlike...
Just lie. That's a bold-faced lie from that fat, useless pig. By the way, now that you lost weight, your boobs are hanging. Another lie. And nobody cares. They're Democrats, right? You guys in on it? Did you get one of those jobs in the toll road? 312-642-5600.
What if everything you've been told about government, health care, poverty, energy, and even science is a carefully constructed lie? In Shaun Thompson's new book, What If It's All a Lie? Shaun Thompson dismantles the myths at the core of modern America. This is the book the ruling class doesn't want you to read. And once you do, you won't see the world the same way again. Order your copy today at SeanThompsonShow.com.